Well, how would you like to go through the entire year and not have to pay a dime to heat or cool your home, and instead of paying BC Hydro, it pays you? Well, it can be done. In fact, it is already happening, and Ross is here to show us exactly how it's happening.
Yeah, you might think it can't happen. How does that work? But it does work. It has to do with the way that the houses are built. The BC government has made a commitment to change the building codes so that in about 12 years, all homes will be built to produce as much energy as they use. But some homeowners are not waiting. A modern new home with a couple of tells, a green roof on the garage, and a battery-powered Tesla in the driveway. The owner is energy conscious.
Ross,
James,
hey.
How are you doing?
Welcome to the West Bay Passive House. So we're going up to the main living area here.
A passive house with big windows and big view.
In the fall and the springtime, you know, when it's colder outside, we get the heating from the sun.
This is heavy.
Yeah, so that's triple glazed, high performance windows. We had a crane bringing all these glass panels. It was really, really quite something to see.
Just one of the many huge undertakings with a big payoff.
You look at a lot of the passive houses there, they're really boxy, a lot of small windows.
James Dean is now a celebrity in his neighborhood.
Our goal was to try to build a net zero energy home that was also beautiful.
How many passive houses have you done?
This is the first.
The first?
This is the first.
David Battersby designed it.
I'm the builder.
2 years in the making.
My favorite components of the home is the cross-laminated timber.
It actually has similar structural properties to concrete, but it's made entirely of wood.
Strong, snug, and airtight.
So here are the walls. Ross, you'll notice how thick they are.
Nearly 17 inches thick, mineral wool insulation, 6 inches on either side of thick Douglas fir.
This is reducing, amount of heating that we need by 90%. This is the mechanical room here.
A heat pump and air exchanger.
Because it's so airtight, it would be unhealthy.
Bringing in fresh air. Solar panels on the roof to generate power, but the wine cellar doesn't need it.
This is built outside the passive house, so we're basically using Cypress Mountain to keep it cool. And
This mountain?
This mountain, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
With an energy efficient special order.
It's cat door.
And power consumption?
The bars above are the days that we consume more.
The bars below.
So selling energy back to BC Hydro. Over the year, we will sell more electricity back to BC Hydro than we use.
No easy task. Attention to detail. The cost to make this net zero energy home?
It was probably only about 5% more than building to the BC Building Code.
It hasn't been something that the design community's really picked up on.
Over the next 15 years, we're definitely going to see this type of project and this level of performance.
It's good to see the next generation, embracing this.
And here it is, the EnerGuide certification. It produces more energy than it uses.
It's pretty impressive, all of the features that go into creating a home like that. It must be expensive as well.
Well,
it didn't look like a cheap house.
That's not a cheap house. And, that house in itself, the way it's designed is an expensive house. But he said it's only about 5% more to build it to this standard. So if you want to build a house of not that kind of quality, but a lesser house, you could still build a house at about 5% more. They're still working out that cost. It's going to take some time.
Okay, so tell us more about the design. It looks like a lot goes into designing a house like this.
It takes a lot of planning, a lot of work, and specialized software programs with modeling software to do the engineering specs. And it has to be tested to make sure it complies with the net zero code. You can use natural gas or other energy sources too and incorporate new technology. The Energy Step Guide doesn't specify how to construct it, just to make sure that it meets the energy efficient target.
All right, no hydro bill. You got to love that.
I look forward to that.
All right, the way of the future. All right, thanks very much, Ross.